Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Dragon Imagination. So I think I am going to go ahead and continue with the format that I've been doing in the previous videos of me doing a pretty much speeding up my video of me drawing and then having a link at the bottom in the description to my extras page where you can view the actual full video non-sped up and watch that. Just kind of help with people who are maybe wanting a video within like maybe 10 to 20 minutes of me kind of going over whatever topic. So anyway, in this topic we're going to be discussing two different things. So the first thing I want to talk about is, especially if you're creative, and this is something that I've struggled with, and I might have mentioned this in previous videos, but getting off of social media for a little bit to see if it helps with not only your creativity but your mental or your mentality or how you look at your art. One thing I've noticed, and I think I mentioned this in a lot of other videos, is that when I was viewing other artists on social media a lot, and specifically I'm talking about Instagram because I don't have TikTok, I was becoming very judgmental about my art. I was feeling very negative about my art. I was feeling like my art wasn't good enough. And to an extent, I feel like my creativity suffered a lot. Like I felt like I wasn't able to come up with ideas as much as I used to be able to, because of just how much time, not only that I was spending on social media, like doomsday scrolling pretty much, or looking at other people's art and feeling like I would never be that creative, and being able to produce something that I thought was as cool as what I was watching other people or seeing other people post on social media. And it wasn't until I did like I think it was my second social media break, and then trying to get back on social media, like I said, specifically Instagram, and realizing like how much of an impact it was affecting on how I saw my art, and now to the point where, like, outside of like a few funny videos like that I'll like kind of scroll through, like a few like comedic creators, and or like animal stuff, there's not too much that I go out of my way to look for on Instagram. There might be a few artists here and there. I mean, I do follow artists on Instagram, but surprisingly I don't go search out their art too much. Because I am now more conscious of the fact that it is affecting me and how I see my own art. I'm just making the mental decision to step away from that in order to help my creativity, and it has helped. Actually, it has helped a lot. So if you are someone who feels like you're constantly judging your art, especially compared to other artists out there, or you're feeling you're not as creative, try doing that, where you take like a week off of, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, DeviantArt, whatever ArtStation, whatever websites that you would go to view other people's art. Maybe take a week off and just draw what you want to draw, do what you want to do, and see if that helps you at all, because it genuinely might kind of give you a reset as far as how you see your art, and you generally might start liking what you do and finding what you actually want to do versus like what's popular or what's the end thing at the moment, and judging or trying to emulate what other people are doing. And with that, the next thing I'm going to talk about is just having fun with my art again. One thing that I'm doing at the moment, at the time of this recording, it is the beginning of September. We are in the second week of September. And what I am doing is I am taking this month out quotations, taking this month off quotations of working on my comic. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to work on my comic at all. It means that I'm taking the time off to work on other things and not feel like I have to be obligated right now to work on my comic. One of the things I want to do is actually start sketching a lot more. I want to start putting stuff together as far as like possible products that I want to release in the future, and not feeling like my time is being divided between having to work on my comic, having to work on my website, having to do A, B, C, and D, because it can feel overwhelming, especially because I do still work a full-time job. And this has allowed me to have some actual fun, like within the 10 days, because right now it's September 10th, as of the time of this recording, within the 10 days that I've kind of given myself the freedom this month, I have started. I think I'm gonna make. It's gonna be. Well, I don't think it is. It is gonna be a series. A short. I'm not even recording it, but I have been drawing Halloween themed small illustrations in pencil on these 2.5 by 3.5 illustration board rectangle cutouts, and experimenting and seeing what I can do with that. The first one I posted was of a jack-o'-lantern. The second one I did was of it looks like a melting eyeball with blood at the bottom of it. And then I think what I'm going to do today is possibly another jack-o'-lantern, or I might do like a ghost. I'm not quite sure yet. But like your old fashioned, like looks like a bedsheet ghost, and maybe do some stuff around it. But these are small illustrations that I'm literally able to knock out within, I'll say, an hour or two. I'll say like an hour and a half, because I'm doing it in pencil, and I'm trying to get to I'm pushing myself when it comes to the rendering aspect of it. So it allows myself to not only do something I enjoy and have fun with it, but also push my artistic skills a little bit by testing certain things. And with the first 2 drawings that I've done, it's been very freeing and very relaxing. The eyeball, because it was something new for me, it was a little bit of a struggle with the rendering and trying to get it to look how I wanted it to. And it still didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I am proud of the image and I do like it. Because I'm able to just play around and kind of experiment. And I feel like when you are enjoying your art with no expectations, and you're not bogging yourself down with some type of deadline or anything like that. You give yourself the freedom to really play around with your art. I don't feel as stressed when it comes to sitting at my art desk. I don't feel like I'm beholden to getting something done within a certain time frame. I'm literally just able to sit down and pull out my sketchbook and do whatever I want to do that day, create whatever I want to create, and I'm not judging myself critically to the point where I'm like might start beating myself up mentally, like, oh, this isn't good enough, oh, you could have did better, or like, I'm gonna go ahead and scrap this image and then redo it again. And because with me right now, because these images are so small, I'm not like, so what I want to look for, I'm not expecting perfection nor trying to achieve perfection. I'm just pretty much just having fun. I think I said I'm doing 1 of 50. I think is how I have it posted on my Instagram, like 1 out of 50, 2 out of 50. And I want to do it based on like around Halloween/horror, because that is something I genuinely do like and enjoy. I don't even have an idea of what I'm going to do after after I complete the series. I don't know if I'm gonna sell these images, if I'm going to give them away, or what. I have no freaking clue, but I just want to do it just to do it, and possibly do another series where I'm just doing different dragons, and doing another series of that, because I love dragons, and it'll give me a chance to push myself when it comes to designs and doing dragon art, and not necessarily to do it to impress anyone, but just something that I can do and have fun with. And I feel like getting back to that stage of having fun with your art is very important. And I think also when you give yourself that permission to have fun with your art and not take it so serious, I feel like that helps with creativity, because you're not so focused on this has to be perfect, or I have to do this because this is the end thing right now, or I'm looking for views or looking for confirmation from other people. Like, just do what you want to do, draw what you want to draw. If you do want to post it, go ahead and post it. If you don't want to post it, then you don't have to. I mean, I'm doing the series one, I guess I'll call it the spooky series. I don't freaking know. But I'm literally just drawing 50 things that I find cool and interesting that relate to like spooky Halloween season, because it's something I genuinely like, and because I'm not stressing myself out about it, and I'm at ease when I draw. Like, I'm having fun with it, and I don't feel like I have to post it to social media if I don't want to. I am choosing to post it to social media because I do have an art account. But if you're doing something like that, or if you're feeling uncreative, do something like that where you draw like 50 of something, and it could be small. Hell, like if you want to do something in your sketchbook, make it like a 2x2 image or a 1x1 or whatever in your sketchbook, and just do 50 small drawings within squares, and don't show anyone. And when you have that expectation that you don't have to show anyone this, or you don't plan on showing anybody this type of work, see how more creative you might be, or how much more willing you are to push boundaries and experiment when you don't have this mindset of this has to look a certain way because it's going on social media, or it has to look a certain way because I'm going to turn around and try to make this into a product or something like that. Just do it to have fun. I mean, I don't care if you, I mean, it could be something as simple as, you know what, I'm going to draw 50 weird cup designs or 50 weird cats or what. I don't freaking care. 50 hands. I don't know. Do something. As many as you, I mean, you don't have to do 50. I'm doing 50. But I mean, if you want to do like 10 or 15, or you know what, if you if you have a favorite animal or a favorite book series, you know, draw characters or places that you think those people or places might look like. Find something that really interests you and then draw it. You know, I would say maybe at the beginning, don't worry. Go in with the exception that you won't, or with the expectation that you won't be sharing any of this to social media. And then if you do want to later on, after you've finished your set number, if you do want to share to social media later on, then you can go ahead and do that. And then, hey, guess what? You've got so many pieces that you can post, maybe one every other day or every 4 days, or however freaking often you want to post. But you'll have an actual kind of small body of work that you can post and and just be like, hey, this is what I did for so many days, or you know, I did a little series, here it is, and you know, it was just for fun. And you know, you can experiment, especially if you want to try out new techniques or new materials and things like that. Do something small, play around and see what you like, because like I said, with my series, I'm pushing the limit on specifically rendering, and coming up how I'm rendering certain things, and pushing the limit on that, and seeing how it comes out. If it comes out looking pretty cool to me, then awesome. If it doesn't, okay, well, I tried something new, it didn't work out as well as I thought it would, and on to the next one. But yeah, have fun with you guys' art. Don't be so stressed about trying to either get views or create something that has to be perfect, or be prepped, or that you have to prep for like a product or something. Do something that you enjoy, have fun with it, without the stress of what other people might think. And like I said, especially if you really want to make sure that you're literally giving yourself that freedom, make sure you're not even going to post it. Just be like, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be able to experiment, enjoy myself. And I'm not even going to show or even talk about this on social media. And it'll free you up of that expectation of worrying about what other people will think or what other people will think. And then also, try going off of social media for a little bit. I'm necessary, and specifically when I say that, like, you know, don't go searching out new artists or looking into other artists and seeing what they're doing and what type of art they're creating. Give yourself some time to really kind of step away from loading your mind up with what everyone else is doing. Because I also think when you do that, you subconsciously or consciously start to try to hold yourself to that person, like these other people's standards of their art. And especially if you like a whole bunch of different styles and stuff, that can also affect on how you see your art, because you might be like, well, I don't know where I want to go with how my art looks, and that can also play a factor into maybe you not producing or creating as much art as you want to create, or causing you to draw maybe certain subjects or draw in certain styles that you, even though you like from other artists, you generally might not want with your own art. So that's all I have for right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you'd like to watch the full full-length video of me drawing and working on this page, definitely go ahead and check out the link in the description, where I will have a link for the extras for Lynk, and then, you know, as I continue to work on other projects, those projects as well. And it's not something that it's a hidden page on my website. So even if you did go to my website, there wouldn't be a link to the extras page. It's literally a hidden link on my webpage that will link to posts for the extras content. So like for the longer videos and even like blogs and stuff relating to the comics and any other projects that I might be working on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.